What's up, guys? Big D Wiz, oldschoolstereo.com. Today we're going to test out something a little different. We're going to try a power supply. You guys probably know that I use the Maxwell boost caps, have for a while now, and they work pretty well for my setup, but I came across this really cool looking power supply, and we're going to try it out today and see how it works, so stay tuned. Alright, here you can see me unboxing the RD power supply. Packed very well. Once we get it out, you'll see it's a really slick aluminum finish to it. It's got rivets all the way around so you can't get inside. Nice polished look. It's only 2 pounds, 10 inches by 6 inches by 2 inches. Has the adjustable voltage there and real nice brass terminals for your positive and negative. And a very nice switch for power off and on. MSRP on this is $169. So let's plug it in and find out what it's all about. Alright, got it all plugged in. Have it plugged in directly to an outlet that has nothing else, and it's got a very short run over here to my panel breaker, so I should have a good connection. Let's turn it on. A little fan deal going on. See, we got 13.1 volts. Let's crank it on up. Looks like it goes to 14.3. Take it all the way down. 8.8. Alright, so we're going to adjust the voltage and see how accurate the voltmeter is. Looks like it's pretty accurate. Let's see if we can get exactly on 12. Oh yeah. Take it on up to as high as it goes. 14.3. So it looks like the voltmeter portion on this is highly accurate, as shown by our Fluke 85.3 true RMS meter. As you can see here, there's a little bit of difference in what the clamp says we're pulling as far as current goes, about 1.9 amps. Power supply says 1.2. So not sure what the discrepancy is going on there, but interesting nonetheless. Alright, so I'm going to do one more test. This time I've got the clamp set to the max hold, and then what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to stop the test as close as I can to when the amp hits distortion. And I'm going to watch the dyno while you guys watch this. Alright, wow, look at that. 98.7 amps according to the clamp. Man, it didn't sag again. Look, 13.69 volts. So just shy of that 500 millivolt drop that he says it'll do at full load. So I'm impressed. This little 75 amp power supply kicks some butt. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is the benefits of having an adjustable voltage power supply. You can see here we have it set around 12.8, but what we want to do is we're going to do a dyno test with this MTX amplifier, which is unregulated, has an unregulated power supply. We're going to see the effects of voltage. You can see we got 370 watts at 11.9 volts, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn up the voltage on the power supply And we'll try the test again. Bump it up to 14.3. And let's run the test again and see how it does. Now, because this is an unregulated power supply amplifier, it's gonna affect the wattage output more than a regulated power supply amplifier. But you can see here, get quite a bit more power, 455 watts, 13.42 volts. So this goes to show the benefits of having this adjustable voltage power supply on your bench. You can get measurements like this and see what the effect is with voltage in your amplifier. Alright guys, here we have the RD Power 75 amp power supply hooked up. Stinger 4 gauge OFC Pro Series wire. And we have the 12 gauge HPM series OFC wire going to the subwoofers. So what I want to demo real quick for you, it's really difficult to demo this type of stuff on video, but I want to do it anyway. Show you what this does with subwoofers. Keep up with the power supply. Show you how much volume you can get out. Now if you've got headphones on, you can probably hear the subs. They're really thumping. Look at the power supply. Never really got over 30 and these subs are kicking. I'm gonna have to turn it down. Neighborhood watches can come get me. Anyway, that just goes to show you that a 75 amp power supply can power. This is a 1200 watt class AB amp, and when it's hooked up to speakers and you're playing music, not test tones, you're never going to pull back, pull as much current as these jokers are capable of putting out. So in most cases, if you want to use this power supply in your garage, or for a stereo system in your house using 12 volt electronics, it works great. Just want to show you guys that. All right, let's talk real quick about the pros and cons of the RD Power 75 amp power supply. First off, one of the benefits, one of the pros is the price. 169 bucks is a pretty good price for a 75 amp power supply that's adjustable. You can get other 75 amp power supplies off of eBay, but finding an adjustable one for that price is not an easy feat. The function and performance of this power supply is very good. Actually, I found out that it put well over the 75 amps rated current. I got it to pull over 90 amps of current and kept the voltage up, so that's very good. And also the adjustable voltage on this makes it a very nice power supply. Again, most power supplies, especially in this price range, do not come with adjustable voltage, so that's very cool. On to the cons. The amperage gauge, from what I could tell, is not that accurate, but again, if you're just using this on your bench, to power up amplifiers and head units and any other 12 volt gear, you're not really going to notice the amperage pull. That's just a measurement issue. If you're doing any kind of measurements where we're testing amperage, I wouldn't worry about that otherwise. And the fan makes a little bit of noise when you start it up, and as it kind of warms up the power supply, it'll make a little bit of noise, but not too bad. But overall, it's a very nice power supply. I bought it myself, so that goes to show you that I approve. Alright guys, there you have my review of the RD Power LLC KW power supply. This is the 75 amp model. They also have a 150 amp model. And I gotta say, I approve of this to use for your car audio amps, testing, trying them out in your garage, maybe using them with some speakers. This right here, lightweight, it's only a couple pounds. This is a 75 amp model, and this will work for most people, unless you have, several big amps that you want to run. These were normally designed for ham radio operation, but they work great for car audio as well. So thanks to RD Power for sending me one of these to test. Not sure I'm going to send it back. I think I might buy it. So that tells you how much I like this. This is Big D Wiz, oldschoolstereo.com. Thanks as always to Stinger Electronics for providing the accessories that power the OSS Labs. Until next time, I'm out of here.